Hello, good afternoon. Yan. Sorry, na late yata ako ng live. Yan. So, kamusta kayo? Ayan, meron na tayong 7 viewers. Say, comment naman kayo if naririnig niyo ako ng maayos or clear ba yung screen natin. Yan. Ayun, yes, unang-una ka. Thank you. Sahid Mamondas. Yes. Ano ka? Top 1 ka ngayon. Ayan. Ayan, and then sa ating Facebook users. Facebook user. Hello. Yan. Yan, yes. Unang-una ka po. Yan. So, kamusta naman yung week nyo? Sobrang busy din ba? Yan. Yeah, it's been a very busy week din kasi we've been working on a product na pwede naming ibenta din online. So, yeah. Kaya sobrang na-excite din ako kasi it would be a new venture for us. And very timely sa sa session natin today. So, yun. And yeah, hi Miss Pia, good afternoon. Yeah, you're always present. So, yun. So, mag-start na tayo kasi kanina pa ready din yung ating mga special guest and I really respect yung time ng mga nanonood ngayon. So, wag na natin patagalin pa. Alam ko itong topic na to, lagi nyo to tinatanong or lagi nyo nang nadidinig sa social media about yung kailangan ng mag-register ng mga online sellers, maraming nagalit, parang marami yung nainis na bakit kailangan ngayon pa, kung kailan ngayon pa lang tayo bumabawi, 'di ba? But for us to be able to understand kung ano ba talaga yung bagong tax circular, so etong mga tao na to yung tamang tao na mag-explain sa atin kung ano ba talaga yun. And so, if you have any questions, just comment lang. Okay? So, ayun. Hindi ko na patatagalin pa. Let's all welcome Miss Ginger and Sir EJ Arboleda from TAXUMO.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat.
Yes, and thanks for inviting us, Trixie.
Yes. Ayun po. So, yan, thank you po for accepting yung po namin.
Yes, anytime.
Of course, oo.
Kasi I'm sure marami sa mga viewers natin ngayon kaya sila nandito. I'm sure kinabahan din sila sa mga balita recently na parang kailangan na mag-register. So, ang mission talaga namin is really to help educate people, lalo na yung mga online sellers natin on ano ba dapat when it comes to business registration. And later on, you can ask us anything about taxation as well. Mm-hmm. Pero yun, just for full disclosure, we're not CPAs. And also, mag-asawa rin po kami. Baka nagtataka kayo, bakit kami in one, basically, room. So, EJ is
may affair kami.
CEO of TAXUMO, and I'm the Chief Operations Officer. No? So this is like a family business for us, and we've been in the industry for 4 years already. No? So we are a tech company. So basically, we created a system. It's called TAXUMO, and then it automates the computation, filing, and payment of taxes.
Yes.
So, ganun po yung background namin. So, before we start, meron na ba tayong maraming viewers, Trixie? So, I wanna...
We have 13 viewers now, but yeah, nadadagdagan pa sila. So, yun.
Ayan, sige. Mag-game muna tayo. Okay, mag-game tayo.
Wow,
so,
mag-game.
Yes, mag-game tayo. Hindi lang kita yung slide natin. Ayan. Can you show the slide lang?
Alin? Yeah, there.
Yes, the slide po. There. Okay, so ready na ba kayo? Mag-comment lang kayo sa ready, kung ready na kayo. So, this game is basically the answers to this game. These are the normal question that we get from people is, bakit ba ako magbabayad ng tax? Diba? So yan yung laging parang iniisip ng mga tao, ano ba ang mapapala ko pag nagbayad ako ng tax, right? So, okay, so familiar ba kayo sa 4 picks 1 word? Nakapaglaro na ba tayo ng 4 picks 1 word sa ating mga viewers? So basically, 4 picks, yes. Ayan, sige, si Trixie, sama natin dito sa ating game. Hindi naman niya alam yung sagot.
Yeah.
So, ayan. So, ang 4 picks 1 word is basically, we will show 4 pictures, okay? And then you will have to guess kung ano yung hinahanap naming word or phrase, okay? And these, para clue sa inyong lahat, no? Ang clue na magbibigay ko is everything is related to the question, bakit tayo kailangan mag-register, okay? Okay. So this is the first question, tama ba? The first round, ayan, first puzzle, first round. So makikita nyo, meron tayong official receipt, meron tayong 2 person na nag-handshake, meron tayong money, at meron tayong bar chart na profit nakalagay. So ito, hulaan natin. So meron na kaming letters na pinakita dyan. So all you need to do is complete that. Ay, ang galing! Renoir Soreda. You're right, no? This is bigger client. So, yan. So, palakpakan natin.
Yay!
Okay. So, kailangan ng tax, no? Bakit natin kailangan magbayad ng tax? So, kung mapapansin nyo, if you're going for bigger clients, no? They always require official receipts or sales invoice, diba? So pag nagbebenta tayo ng paisa-isa, maybe yung mga customers natin will not ask for sales invoice. But pag nagbebenta na tayo sa mga corporation at amounting to, let's say, yung mga orders nila amounting to, let's say, 15,000, 20,000, and above, parang mahirap na siyang ilagay sa books ng company. So, hindi na nila madedeclare yon as their expense kung wala po tayong binibigay na sales invoice. So, especially, for example, kahit na actually anong amount, kasi may iba dyan na, like, for example, ako, I buy things for TAXUMO na ginagamit ko yung my own personal credit card. Syempre, kailangan kong i-reimburse yun, diba? Kawawa naman ako kung gagamitin ng TAXUMO yung personal money ko. So, kailangan ko magpakita ng sales invoice sa TAXUMO para ma-reimburse nila ako. So, yung resibo na yon or yung sales invoice na yon, nilalagay kasi yon as a line entry sa libro ng corporate client, ng customer ninyo. Kasi hindi naman nila matatago yun pag 15,000, di ba? Hindi na nila madedeclare yon as like miscellaneous lang na expense, di ba? So, parang kailangan talaga ng sales invoice at saka OR kung gusto nyong kumuha ng malalaking kliyente, di ba? So, yun. Okay, next. Tama. Thank you sa mga sumagot. Madaming tama ang sagot. Okay, next. For round 2. So, meron tayong mga banks. Nakikita nyo may picture tayo ng banks. Nakikita nyo may picture tayo ng BPI Family Housing Loan. Hindi po kami nag-endorse dito. Pero yan yung napili naming picture. Tapos meron tayong kotse. Sino ba to? Si Sian Lim, diba? Si Sian Lim. Yes. Ang bilis nito si Renoir sumagot. At saka si Miss Pia, si Mark, Catherine, Trixie pala, si Trixie yan. Talagang Catherine, Trixie. Tama, okay. So, loan approval. So, we need to pay taxes because if ever in the future, no, lalo na sa mga panahon na to, na hindi tayo liquid o wala tayong cash, no, we will probably resort to borrowing money, no? So we will have to secure a loan, personal loan, housing loan kung gusto natin enjoy yung fruits of our labor, no? Business loan, car loan, so lahat ng klaseng loan, even credit cards, 'di ba? Pag mag-a-apply tayo for a credit card or let's say HMO in the future, no? Kung gusto natin ng HMO, kailangan din natin magpakita ng proof, no, na kumikita tayo. So ngayon, ano yung proof na pwede natin ipakita? Ang proof na yon ay tinatawag na income tax return. So itong income tax return na to ay forms, no? Forms na nagsasabi na nagbayad po ako ng tax. Ito po yung income tax return ko. Or ito yung mga forms na binayad ko sa BIR. Pwede nyo pong tignan yung kinikita ko. So yun yung basis ng mga entities na to like banks, microfinance companies, credit card companies, no? Yun yung basis nila so that pwede nilang aprubahan yung loan ninyo. So, maganda na kasi hindi naman agad-agad yon, 'di ba, na meron kang BIR filing kaagad, 'di ba? So kailangan mo muna mag-register and then you file regularly so that makita nila yung capability mo kasi nandun sa forms yung income mo, 'di ba? So makikita nila kung capable ka ba talaga na bayaran yung utang mo. Yon. So that's why nagbabayad tayo para maaprubahan tayo sa mga loan na to. Okay, next round. Very good ang ating class today. Very participative. Diba? Okay, third round. Meron po tayong Statue of Liberty. Meron tayong Eiffel Tower. Meron tayong pagoda. Ano ba to? Pagoda ba to? Hindi ko alam.
Mount Fuji.
Basta. Tama. Mount Fuji sa Japan. At saka meron tayong passport. Ayan. So, ano po to? Wait. What do you think this is? Ano yung third reason natin? So, meron na tayo loan approval, bigger client. This is what? Alam mo, ito mahirap to. Parang yung mga people, hindi sila masyadong mabilis sumagot dito. Kasi parang hindi siya pass required. Actually, ito mahirap yung round na to. Yes, tama si Facebook user. Kung sino ka man. Tama ka, visa required. Okay. So for me, share ko lang, no, like 2 years ago, kaming mag-asawa, it was really very easy for us to get a visa for Japan, no? Because lahat ng documents na nandun sa checklist ng aming agency, travel agency, ay nabigay namin, no? So, ang mga hinihingi normally is your certificate of registration, yung annual ITR mo, that's very important kasi kasama yan lagi sa requirements. So, this is, obviously, no, ang mga embassy kasi, ang gusto nila makita, babalik ka, 'di ba, sa Pilipinas. Hindi tayo po magtatago doon sa kung saan man po tayo pupunta. So, 'yan yung gusto nila, no, that we are stable or we have stable income dito sa ating bansa. That's how they approve yung mga visa natin. So, if kayo po you constantly declare your taxes, that's an indication that she's stable or he's stable and babalik yan sa Philippines. So mas approve nila yung visa ninyo. Okay, next. Itong ayaw natin, di ba? So meron tayong notice to the public, ay mukhang sinara na to, temporarily closed. Tapos meron tayo ng building ng ating tax ministry, Bureau of Internal Revenue. Tapos meron tayo, may clue na po dyan dun sa pangatlong image. At saka meron po tayong judge, no? So ano po sa tingin ninyo ang pang-apat, tama ba? Na reason why we should. Yes, thank you, Kat. Very good. And Trixie. So, ayaw po natin ng tax penalties, 'di ba? So, marami po yung nagtatanong about tax penalties, and then we can later we can answer your questions about tax penalties. But basically, when you miss filing a tax form, you're automatically charged kahit na wala tayong kita, no? Or dapat magde-declare tayo zero pero nakalimutan natin kasi may ginawa tayo or may celebration or whatever na wala tayo sa Philippines. So, nagbabayad po tayo ng bare minimum compromise of 1,000 pesos per form. So that is the bare minimum. Pero if you have income during that duration, no, so meron pa tayong surcharge and interest on top of that. So we can discuss that later on, but tama po kayo, tax penalties. Okay. So that's it. Those are the reasons why we have to pay taxes. Aside from that, siguro what I'm gonna add is no one really parang we didn't foresee the pandemic happening, no? So the government, may mga ayuda po silang binibigay. And if you are registered as a taxpayer, syempre po, inuuna nila yung mga naka-register already as a taxpayer, yung mga nagbabayad po ng tax to get all of these government benefits. So yan lang po yung wala dito. But aside from that, I think I've mentioned all of the things, most of the things already, no, that basically sort of what we get, no, yung benefits that we get when we pay taxes. So ayaw po natin ng, syempre, no, ang pinaka-importante kasi it's kind of scary nga naman, no, na parang may mga hindi tayo na-file. So ayaw natin ng no tax holes and syempre no penalties dapat on our end. So the main premise really is, that's why we're here, no, it's really helping you do your duty as a citizen of the Philippines, no? Yung taxes that the government collects, ito yung ginagamit nila for research of yung virus, yung mga COVID, yung mga vaccines that we're trying to come up with, or yung test kits, no? Yung test kits, that's a clear example of where our taxes go. And then we can leverage our registration, no? So with that, we get bigger clients, kumikita tayo. If seryoso po tayong online seller and we want to earn bigger in the future, we can leverage on our registration. Kasi as compared to our competitors, meron tayong ORs, no? Meron tayong invoices in your case. And then, obviously, we need to comply to our taxes. So, ang hashtag natin for today is hashtag don't be a tax hole. So, wag po tayong tax hole. Ayan. Next. Okay, so for today, we'll be going through business registration for the first part. And then after that, we'll have a little bit of time for anything, no, ask me anything. So all of your questions with regard to business registration and taxes, sasagutin po namin. We will try to answer kami ni EJ. And then on the last part, we'll also share with you what TAXUMO is about. So I'll turn it over to EJ now for business registration.
All right. So yes. So thank you, Ginger, for that. So I'll be talking about business registration and like the specifics of how to do that. What are the decisions that you have to make? But before that, I think it would be good to discuss the new RMC that was released. No, what precipitated all of this basically. So the new RMC basically said that online sellers need to register, and that if you register until July 31, kung meron kayong tax dues na hindi nyo nabayaran, pwede nyo bayaran without a penalty. So let's break it down. So for the first part, sinabi nila na you have to register. That part that's not new, basically. All businesses, all sources of income, unless it's employment, dapat mo siyang i-register. Okay, so that is like the basic here in the Philippines. Kaya maririnig mo may black market, may gray market. It's because hindi sila properly registered, no? So the legit market is the registered, the sellers who are registered, basically. So that part hasn't changed. What did change is that the BIR said na, okay, sige, we realize malamang hindi pa kayo registered. Now that you're registered, baka meron kayong i-report from the past, pwede nyo siyang bayaran yung dues associated with it. Pwede nyo siyang bayaran and we will not impose a penalty. So that's what that was. Ngayon, di ba si DTI, bigla siyang, oh, ano, huwag kayo mag-alala pag small business, if you're not earning more than 250, exempt naman kayo. It's very tricky. Very, very tricky yung sinabi nila na yun, no? I would even say it's kind of a trap because there are, when you register kasi, and people who are registered probably know this, when you're registered, hindi lang income tax yung binabayaran mo. No, first of all, income tax yung may 250k na penalty. But there's another type of tax, yung sales taxes natin. If you're non-VAT, di ba, may VAT. So definitely, yung VAT, walang pakiyan kung magkano yung kinita mo, laging 12% yan. Pag hindi ka naman VAT, meron kang percentage tax na binabayaran, which is always 3%. Okay? So yung sinabi nila na pag 250k, exempted ka sa income tax lang. But there are other tax types that you have to pay for, no? So medyo, that's a bit, that's a little bit misleading for me. If you know how business taxes work, parang ang daming, may mga butas, no? Yung statement na yun. So what we recommend is, yun nga, I mean, if we do the right thing, which is to register and pay for taxes, then we avoid all of the possible penalties and the legal repercussions of not being registered. No? So yun siya. So that's sort of the breakdown of everything that has happened before. Now, let me move on to, also if you have any questions, as Trixie said, please feel free to ask them.
Nakikita namin here.
We will discuss, we will have time later for questions, pero kung may pumasok sa isip nyo, lagay nyo na so that pwede natin balikan later, okay? So, okay, so how do you register, no? Dami ko sinabi. Ayan. Ay, dito pala. Ayan. There we go. So first of all, I wanted to introduce who we are. Ginger mentioned who we are, no? What we do. TAXUMO is a web application. Just go to www.taxumo.com, and the main product that we offer is that you can file your taxes easily, painlessly through our platform. Okay, so ganun siya. But why are we doing this? No, why are we doing this? We're doing this mainly because we are frustrated business owners. Not frustrated business owners, frustrated Filipinos ourselves, no? Because number one, we always hear about economic growth in the country, pero we notice that economic growth doesn't necessarily translate to the grassroots. I mean, like, okay, you know, the economy is getting better, but the person across the street is like, he's faring worse, no? So parang, like, how do we reconcile that? And what we saw from our research was that really the best way to create inclusive economic growth in the Philippines is if small businesses become successful. Because small businesses, they are the entities, and like I believe, if I understand you know, what this community is for talaga, I believe most of you are small businesses. Small businesses, number one, they are the ones who take a risk on people. You know, big businesses, they can they have the leeway, or they can afford to be very picky. Like before, kasi I used to work for PNG, no? Before the CVs that would be accepted, automatic pinipili nila na Ateneo, LaSalle, UP, UST. Kapag wala doon, tinatanggal na nila agad. Hindi binabasa. That's true. No? Ewan ko, malamang nagbago na yun. But nung panahon ko, ganon. So, you know, they can afford to do that kasi eh. So, you know, that shows us na like the small businesses, they're the ones who give opportunities to more people in the country. So we really want them to be successful. And the idea there is that if they are successful, then they would create opportunities for more Filipinos. Because eventually we want to get to a point, we want a Philippines wherein the badge of success of a Filipino is not that you went outside the country. No? Kasi parang ganun yung success natin eh. Uy, Canada na siya, asenso na. So sad, di ba? Parang ang gusto ko is that if there are enough opportunities in the country, then people don't even have to leave because you can earn a very good living here in the country. And the way to do that is if we create successful businesses. And that's where we come in. How do we make them successful? We remove the tax compliance worry part of the business, no? So that they could focus on growing and everything about their business. The other half of our mission is that we are driving innovation in the government. Okay, so the government, naman, in fairness, what we've seen is that they're willing to adopt innovation. They just need to know what it looks like. You know, so essentially that's what we did. We told them, okay, this is what it looks like. We're gonna show you that Filipinos are not afraid, or they want to pay their taxes, they want to do their dues. You're just making it hard for them. That's our whole point. And then we showed them that people who, the people who signed up in TAXUMO, normally they wouldn't have been able to file, they wouldn't have cared. Pero since now it's easy, they're able to file and pay properly. So we showed that data to BIR, and BIR is saying, oh, that's great. Sige, we'll accredit you. We're now official partners with the BIR now. We're like, our systems are connected already. So, so I hope that, this sign that we're doing, that the invite from TRIXIE and everything is a sign that we're right. Filipinos are not afraid to do their duty. They want to do their duty. And this is just our way of making sure na hindi kayo maisahan in the process. You know what's going to happen, okay? All right. So moving on. So that's our mission. So registration. Okay. So when you want to register your business, ito na tayo. Ito na yung totoo na. When you want to register your business, there are 4 different types that you have to consider kung ano yung business mo. Most of us know the 3. Sole prop, partnership, corporation. And most of us, ang alam natin is that pag mag-isa ka lang, sole prop, pag dalawa kayo, partnership, pag tatlo or marami, corporation. Okay, it's not that simple. Because first of all, well, totoo naman, no? Pag isa, pwede ka lang sa sole prop. Pero ang partnership, for example, it's not just limited to 2 people. Pwedeng 2 or more. So it's a different type of business entity. Yes. So ang corporation naman ngayon, pwedeng mag-isa lang. May one-person corp na tinatawag, no? So that's necessary. That, the number of incorporators is not necessarily the best way to determine what entity you're going to register as. So what is? So first of all, let's talk about the number 4, the 4th one here that I didn't talk about, professional. So ano ba yung professional na yun? If you're offering services, no? Most likely, or it's very apt yung type na professional for you. So sino yung mga professionals? Doctors are professionals. Engineers are professionals. Nurses who do their own private practice, they are professionals as well. And it's a different type of registration altogether. No? Ngayon, having said that, those are called licensed professionals. Okay? Merong non-licensed professionals, wherein the only difference, they also offer service, the only difference is wala silang PRC license. So they're non-licensed professionals, but they're still professionals. All right? So normally, if you're just offering services, in this case, I think a lot of you, maybe you are providing, what do you call it? Reselling services, parang ganon, or you're basically drop shipping, wherein essentially you're a store and that's it, because all the services are with the supplier, all the goods are with the supplier. We know people who register themselves as marketing entities doing that, no? They're marketing professionals. So why does it matter, all of that, no? Why do we, okay, ano ba difference? Professional or sole prop, so what? The main difference is because, okay, number 1, the number of entities that you have to work with, or the number of requirements that you have to submit. All right? So if you're a professional, definitely, mapapansin nyo, yung colored cells here, these are the agencies that you have to work with. Okay? So dun muna tayo sa sole prop para madali, no? Para pretty straightforward. I think a lot of us understand how that works. Pero sa sole prop, if you have DTI, so pag sole prop, you will have to get DTI. Okay? So that means you register a trade name and you also register the scope of your business. What is scope? So it's either you're selling at the barangay level, or you're selling at a citywide level, a regional level, or a nationwide level. Okay? If you are an online seller, the recommendation is that you choose national. Okay? Because that's how the BIR understands it. If makita nilang online, oh, pwede kang magbenta everywhere. So national ka dapat, no? So save yourself the hassle, because we know people ang register nila barangay. Pero online seller sila. So sinabihan sila, hindi, mali yan, palitan nyo, national dapat kayo. So yun, that's a tip, no, for DTI. And then for sole prop, you also have to go to the LGU, the city hall, because you have to get a mayor's permit. Regardless of the business that you're starting, even though you are, let's say, a virtual assistant working from home and you register as a sole prop, kailangan nyo kumuha ng sanitary permit, health permit, kailangan kayo i-clear ng Bureau of Fire. all of that, no? For example, Ginger's business before TAXUMO, and actually up to now, no? She has another business called Manila Workshops, and she's an events management business. We don't hold events here in the house, but her business address is the house. So dito sa bahay, meron kaming, I think, 4 na fire extinguisher.
Yes.
Because required siya ng Bureau of Fire, no? And to be fair, I mean, okay, I feel a little bit safer because ngayon meron na kaming fire extinguisher, so that's a good thing. Pero, you know, it's weird, no? Na kailangan siya. But, yun nga, that's something we have to go through because I guess the requirements really are like one size fits all from the LGU's point of view. And of course, the last entity you have to work with is the BIR. So sa BIR, yan na yung kukuha ka ng i-register mo yung business mo. And when you register your business, you will get a certificate of registration. Note, you do not get a different TIN if you're a sole proprietor. Okay? If you register a sole proprietorship, yung sarili mong TIN ang nire-register as a business. Okay? So, it's one TIN. Okay? Bawal, hindi pwedeng magkaroon ng isang tao ng multiple TINs. Pwede ka magkaroon ng multiple branches. Okay? So baka may kilala kayo na yung TIN nila may 001 sa dulo. Diba? Normally 000 lang. So yung mga 001, 002, those are branches. Okay? So you have to be aware of that. Alright. So that's sole pro. Okay? That's pretty straightforward. Now, anong kaibahan niya sa professional? Ang kaibahan niya sa professional is, number one, if you're a professional, you don't need to register with the DTI. Okay? And sa LGU, you don't need to get a mayor's permit. Normally, you just get an occupational tax receipt if you're a non-licensed professional or an OTR. And if you're a licensed professional, you need a professional tax receipt or a PTR. And that's it. That's all you get from the LGU. Kaya ako siya ginawang yellow kasi parang hindi naman lahat. Parang gano'n, no? So that's what you get. And then you go through the process with the BIR. The process with the BIR is the same. Okay? So sabi nga nila, there are 2 things in life that you cannot avoid, death and taxes. No? So BIR will always be there. Mapapansin nyo, naka-highlight si BIR lagi regardless.
And just to add, no, yung PTR and yung OTR na sinabi ni EJ, that you get that from the barangay. Together pala with the barangay clearance. So that's, yun lang, 2 documents lang ang kailangan mo.
Sa barangay, yes. Okay,
yes.
great. And then for partnerships naman and corporations, so instead of working with the DTI, you work with the SEC. So dito na yung bibigay ka na ng articles of incorporation, bylaws, etc. All of those requirements. And you know, you submit all of that, and if you get approved by the SEC, then you're good. And the process is the same with the LGU and with the BIR. No? The thing with the SEC is that the process for SEC registration before was very manual. So normally it took maybe a month to register your business with the SEC or a bit more. Siguro 1 to 2 months, no? But now they upgraded their system to online. So it has become 3 to 6 months. Unfortunately, hindi namin na-gets ba't naging ganon, pero ganon na siya. SEC ngayon, medyo mas mahaba yung processing time kasi online na sila, which I don't understand, pero that is the reality, no? I think because probably marami nang nag-a-apply. I'm not sure.
Or migration, probably. Nag-migrate.
I don't know, pero that's the whole thing, no? But anyways, yun nga, SEC is a bit of it's a a lengthy work to apply for, approval sa SEC. All right, so what are the requirements? Ito yung sabi kong non-licensed professional. No? So for example, if you're offering basically just marketing services kasi you're reselling stuff, then you can actually go for this. No? Ito yung nabanggit ni Ginger na yung OTR you get from your barangay. And then let's go to the first form 1905. Dun muna tayo, 1905. Para saan yan? Okay. When you register your business, yung TIN mo should be registered, especially if you're an individual, di ba? Your TIN should be registered dun sa business address, okay? Which is normally our home address, all right? For a lot of us, no? So what that implies is that if you were employed before, your TIN, for example, my TIN, I was working in Makati before, my TIN would be in Makati, okay? Pero once, if I want to register my business that I'm doing from home, I have to move my TIN from Makati to the RDO of my current address here in Taguig. Okay? And that's called the transfer of RDO. You submit a form 1905 to do that transfer. Questions we encounter, paano yung employment ko? Hindi na mababayaran yung tax ko. Hindi po, mababayaran pa rin yun. Okay? Hindi yung problema. Maraming HR hindi alam itong rule na ito. No? So normally they will ask you, ilipat mo sa RDO ng business. Kailangan mo sabihin, hindi. Bagong ruling ng BIR, ang TIN naka-attach sa home address ko. Okay? Sabihin mong ganon. Alright, sige. So let's say, na-process mo na yung TIN mo, nalipat na dun sa residential address mo or dun sa business address na gusto mong gamitin. Now you have to file a form 1901. What is that for? Yan yung actual business registration form. Okay? Yan yung main registration form. And then you also have to provide the form 0605, which is sort of a generic payment form of the BIR. Okay? So yun lang siya. And then what happens is that you will also need to provide to the BIR a clear scanned copy of your birth certificate. Okay? I don't know, to prove that you are a human. I'm not sure, pero hinihingi nila yan. A marriage certificate. So, hindi nyo po kailangan magpakasal to be registered, only if applicable. Okay? A proof of billing. Okay, so what is the purpose of this? Para ma-attach yung name mo to the address. Any proof that says, see, I live here, or this is my address, because my name's on that, no? So you can provide a PLDT bill, like a credit card bill, Meralco, Globe, whatever. Anything that says, like your name and the address, okay? 3 copies of 2 valid IDs, self-explanatory. A title of property or a lease contract. What is that for? Title of property. If you own the property, then you can provide the title and show them that it's your name on the title. If you do not own the property, let's say you're renting, you need to provide a lease contract and a letter from the owner of the property saying that they know that you're doing business in the address that they own. Okay? If you are not renting, let's say the property is under your parents' name or your grandparents' name. So just provide the title and a letter saying that you are allowed to conduct business from that address. Okay? So that's important. Next, we have a copy of client or project contract. Now, ang pinaka-purpose nito is mainly for the BIR to understand what you do. Okay? Yeah. So, hindi naman kailangan meron na kayong existing contract. The reason why we include this is that normally, for example, we have people, when they register, they say, I optimize SEO for my client. So, yung BIR parang, ano daw?
Okay. Virtual assistant.
Virtual assistant. Ano yun? So, hindi nila get. So like, how to explain it, contract helps. No? In your case, I believe, most of you are online sellers. It's a lot easier. Just tell them I sell stuff online. Okay, gets na nila yon. You probably don't need that in that case. Of course, you need a barangay clearance to prove that you are an upstanding member of your barangay and that the tanods love you. And then the 3 remaining requirements here, the SPA, letter of intent, and authorization letter, these are required if you want someone else to handle the registration for you. Okay, so this is basically authorization letters. Okay, if you want to, like, we have a list of the requirements and the steps here in this URL indicated. So https txmo.co/requirements-nlp. Okay, so just go to that link and you will see the requirements also. So those are the requirements for non-licensed professional. Let's move on to the requirements for a licensed professional. The only difference is, instead of an occupational tax receipt or an OTR, you need to provide your PTR, okay, which is a professional tax receipt. That's the only difference. It's like the same looking document, except iba lang yung acronym sa taas, okay? But of course, you also need to provide 3 copies of your PRC license. Okay, so aside from the 2 valid IDs, you also need to provide your PRC license to show that you are a professional, a licensed professional. Alrighty, okay, so lastly, for sole prop naman, it's essentially the same, but instead of OTR, PTR, you provide a DTI certificate instead. Okay, so ito na yung sinasabi kong go to the DTI. One thing to remember pala is normally you register your name, the scope, everything online. And then you will go to the branch, diba, of the DTI to like have your certificate printed. When you do so, I recommend that you magbaon kayo ng at least 10 other business names. And the reason for that is that the system itself is not very strict. Pwede niyong lagay kahit anong business name, basta hindi siya kagaya ng iba. But when you're talking to a person behind the window, they have their checks as well. They check na hindi masyadong similar. So for example, hindi ka pwedeng mag-register ngayon ng McDonald's, 'di ba? Kasi masyadong malapit sa McDonald's, 'di ba? So or Jollibee, hindi ka pwedeng mag-register Jollibug. Ganon kasi magigets yun ng mga tao. So sasabihin sa'yo, oh, hindi pwede yan. And sometimes the names that you register are too generic. Like for example, Ginger's business, Manila Workshops. The name is too generic kasi daw Manila tas workshops, di lahat yun. Parang ganon. So parang, okay, palitan mo yan. Okay, so kailangan meron kang list of names when you go to the DTI because if wala kang ready list of names, sasabihin nila, balikan na lang bukas. You wasted a day basically, no, lining up and then babalik ka rin pala kinabukasan. So pumunta na kayo doon, maghanda kayo ng pangalan, and then yung last na pangalan, para siguradong walang katulad, lagay niyo yung pangalan nyo. Kunyari ako, EJ Arboleda Services, ganon. Okay, para walang pag yan may katulad pa, ewan ko na, di ba? Parang ganon. So yun yung that's how you handle DTI. Okay. So those are the main requirements for individuals. Okay, we didn't go into professionals and corporations because it wasn't. Partnerships and corporations, because I think most of you will want to register as individuals. But before that, what are the considerations ngayon? Ano yung dapat kong i-open? Okay, so there are two dimensions that you want to look at. Liability and regulatory requirements, or how much regulation do you want to comply with. In terms of liability, di ba nabanggit ko, if you're registering as a sole prop, yung TIN nyo, yung TIN ng business, no? So that means that any liability of the business, pwedeng kunin sa personal assets mo. What does that mean? If you, kunyari, umutang ka for your sole prop business sa isang bangko, and then hindi mo na mabayaran yung bangko, kasi nag-fail yung business, for example, yung banko can go after your personal assets, all right? As opposed to a corporation. Now, corporation is different because a corporation is a separate person in the eyes of the law. It's the corporation itself is separate from the people owning the corporation. All right? So, what does that mean? If the corporation borrows money from a bank and hindi niya na mabayaran, the bank cannot go after your personal assets. Yeah. All right? So, ganun siya. So that's the main thing that you have to consider in terms of liability. Now, the flip side or the other side of the coin that you want to look at is how much regulation do you want to comply with. All right. So if you're corporation kasi, there are so many requirements that you have to comply with. Aside from the regulatory compliance that you have to submit, kasi DTI, wala kasi nasubmit sa DTI na every year. Pero if you're SEC, may sinasubmit ka. Even though mababa lang yung kininta mo, meron ka dapat audited financial statements na binibigay mo. Meron kang updates on your shareholder books. Meron kang general information sheet. May mga sinasubmit ka, no? Now, aside from that, that's just regulation. Kasi meron pa, for example, if you want to open a bank account for your corporation, kailangan meron kayong board resolution, kailangan meron kang secretary certificate. So a lot of it is it's very tedious, no? Even with one-person corps, ganun din. Because as a one-person corp, you must I believe the corporate secretary of a one-person corp cannot be the same as the owner. Okay?
Yes.
So normally, if you have a one-person corp, you have to hire a lawyer to do that as well, the sec cert. So regardless, you still have to submit all of those requirements when you want to do something, partner with an entity, etc. As opposed to sole prop and professional, no? There's a lot less requirements. Yun nga, walang DTI submissions aside from the very first one you do, and every 5 years you renew that. But aside from that, the government does provide options that make regulations easier for individuals. So you might have heard of this when trade was passed, yung 8% flat income tax rate. If you opt for that, then may mga na-exempt ka from a lot of AFS submissions, etc. There's a certain threshold na pwedeng hindi ka na mag-submit ng AFS pag hindi mo naman naabot. So it's much more forgiving Because the government realizes the resource constraints of a small business, so they want to make sure na hindi ka naman pinapatay na regulation. So, having said that, a lot of people, and I think Filipinos in general, are very risk averse. So normally, their first option is corporation kasi ayokong habulin yung ng bangko yung assets ko pag nangutang ako. Okay. We know a lot of people who closed their business because it wasn't rewarding anymore. Because what they were doing, instead of the marketing that they wanted to do as a business, the consultation they wanted to do, instead of doing that, they were too busy taking care of admin. They were too busy making sure na nasa-submit lahat ng requirements, too busy making sure na they were compliant. Hindi na sila masaya, basically, no? Parang, this is not worth it. This is not what I wanted to do. I'm like working for the government. So they just decided to close their business. I think my personal take on this is that just open, at the start, if you're starting out, you can definitely start with sole prop or professional, and then later on, if you want to grow your business, you want to get leverage, or you want to get shareholders, for example,
Investors.
you want to get investors for funding, then upgrade na to a corporation later on. Okay, because the number one resource that you have, the most constrained resource of yours, is not money. It's not your assets, it's time. Okay? Now, mauubos at mauubos ang oras mo. Ang pera, kung maubos yan, mababawi mo yan later. Okay? Pero ang oras, hindi mo na nababawi. Okay? So make sure that you're making the best use of your time. And if you're starting out, there is no shame in starting as a sole prop. All right? There are huge businesses that started as sole prop. Like for example, I'm not sure if either Bayo or Camiseta. One of those, I think Bayo, they were sole prop for the longest time, even though they already have branches in all of the SM malls. Lamoyan was a sole prop. Happy Toothpaste, no, they were a sole prop for the longest time. Nag-ads na sila, 14 years, yeah. They were already doing ads on TV and everything, but they were still a sole prop. Because, I mean, just because you're sole prop doesn't mean you are less legit. It's the same thing. I believe si Happy or si Lamoyan nag-upgrade lang sila to corporation because they started to get funding or they financing, etc. So then they upgraded to a corporation. But having said that, buhay ka na sa sole prop. Marami nang magagawa sa sole prop pa lang. All right? And with that, I wanted to just highlight this because TAXUMO, we also do business registration. No? Disclosure, we also do business registration. We help people with business registration. And these are the rates that we have for business registration. I believe these are rates just for Metro Manila
Yes.
at this point in time. No? Yeah, so if you want to register as a non-licensed professional or licensed professional, we will charge $4,999. If you register as a sole prop, it's $9,999. No, that's our processing fee. If you're interested or if you want to learn more, just go to this link, or you can also scan this QR code, and then you can fill out the form. No, don't worry, hindi pa naman kayo magbabayad. Magtatanong pa lang kayo, then we can inform you of how it all works. No? And with that, I believe that's everything I wanted to share with regards to business registration. I wanted to open the floor now to any questions you may have. No, not just about registration, but perhaps about taxes. We can also answer that. So
I'll add to this lang, no? Kasi I think mga people, may tanong sila about the mayor's permit. Diba? Yung parang hindi na daw required yung mayor's permit. But just to clarify it, no? Kasi before you apply sa BIR, you have to have your mayor's permit already. So it was like DTI, and then LGU or municipal hall documents, and then BIR. So ngayon, ang sinasabi lang ni BIR is that hindi na namin yun i-require when you apply sa BIR. But at the end of the day, as a sole proprietor, you still have to get your mayor's permit. Kumbaga parang kung lalakbay kayo or mag-travel kayo, magko-commute kayo, sabay nyo na. Kasi malapit lang naman yung municipal hall at saka BIR. Hindi na sila pwedeng parang hindi na kailangan maghintayan. So, yun. Okay.
Ayun. I think wala po silang questions pa, pero ako po meron ako naalalang question. Not sure if it's under business registration, but ano po, yung about BMBE ba yun? Kasi nagtanong po ako lang sa barangay namin, they even don't know what's BMB. So, parang, para akong alien, hindi nila alam kung ano yun.
Oo nga.
Okay. Okay. So, ang BMBE is Barangay Micro Business Enterprise, no? So, this is released by the city treasurer. Okay? So, nakukuha to sa municipal hall. So, ang BMBE, marami siyang perks kasi. But the spirit of that law is basically so that magkaroon ng maraming jobs or job generation within your community. So, yung BMBE. So, pwede kayo mag-apply for that once you already have gone through both the municipal, basically, mayor's permit and BIR, and then you apply. You go back to the municipal treasurer, no, the treasury, and then you change again your COR. Ganon siya. Ganon yung process noon. So, ano ba yung mga perks niya? So, wala kang babayarang income tax. So, wala kang income tax. You're exempted from income tax, no? Just as long as hindi ka mag-exceed ng 3M. And then, I think meron yung duration. But, you have to pay your percentage or VAT, no? Whatever it is na binigay sa'yo, no? Percentage tax or VAT. So, you still have to pay that. Note, though, na when I say na hindi mo babayaran yung income tax, you still have to file 0. So, yun. So, hindi na parang exempted or wala ka nang gagawin. But you still have to file because kung hindi yan, mag-incur kayo ng penalties for that. Yes.
I see.
Yes.
So, parang same pa rin sila.
Yeah, and then when you apply, it's also not guaranteed that you will get approval. Kasi we offer this kind of service as well. But people think na, tika, nagbayad ako ng processing fee sa inyo, dapat approve yan. It's not in our control that i-approve yan. So, pwedeng i-reject nila eh. So, hindi rin namin mag-guarantee yun that it gets approved.
So, upon approval pala din yun. Okay.
Yes.
Ayun. Ano daw ulit tawag doon? BMBE or barangay,
Micro Business Enterprise. Yes. Yun.
Tawag nila minsan dyan BIMBI.
BIMBI.
BMBE.
Kaya para pag sabi mo yung BIMBI. Si BIMBI. Nagkasakit yun. Hindi magaling na siya.
Ayan. May nakakuha na ba sa inyo ng updates for microsellers co-op members? Yan. I think he's referring to Lazada microsellers po eh.
Oo.
Yes.
Or who are you asking, Tahid? Are you asking us or like the rest of the group?
I think the rest of the group.
Kung sino yung nakakuha na update. Baka yun, no? But we do have a session with Lazada next Wednesday. So if you're selling on Lazada, you're probably gonna go through the same thing. But it's mostly also this that we're gonna be talking about, plus some other Lazada specific things.
Yes.
Ayan. So guys, if you have like specific Lazada questions, watch kayo sa Wednesday. So yeah, yun na lang. Thank you po. Okay.
Wala lang yung page ha, kasi baka gamitin namin yung game ulit. Alam nyo na.
Ayun. So, I think wala pa po silang iba. Ito. It's regarding tax.
Ayan. Sa online selling ba, ang costing is default na walang tax? So, wala pong receipt na binibigay as default?
Oh, okay. Interesting question. So, sa any type of selling, ang default is my tax. Okay?
Yes.
So, ang default dapat nagbibigay ng resibo. FYI, we have heard cases wherein the BIR will order something online. Pag dumating na walang resibo, automatic penalty. Hahabulin nila yung seller through Lazada. Okay? So, if hindi kayo mag-provide ng receipt, that is very possible that they can do that. Sabihin mo, hindi naman ako registered ba't ako pinapenalty? Exactly. Kaya ka pinapenalty kasi hindi ka registered. Kaya wala kang OR, all of that, no?
I think it's a time question, Trixie.
From Sahid.
Ito, anong gagawin ng mga less than 3 million annual earners? Medyo gray area ito para sa akin. Kailangan pa mag-register dahil sa 3% gross sales percentage tax? Question mark.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sige. So, yeah, for less than 3M, no, kailangan pa rin mag-register. So, regardless of whatever amount mo, basta you're earning, the rule is, if you're earning revenue already or may kita na kayo, you have to register. So, ang difference lang siguro for less than 3M, these are what you call your non-VAT entities, no? Kasi pagka beyond 3M, these are VAT entities. Although may exception, no? Kasi usually, pag online seller ka, automatic, binavat ka na ng BIR for that, no? Kasi you're selling basically, no? So, no, but normally, in cases like services or professional services, pag less than 3M, non-VAT yan, meaning percentage. So, in some cases naman, even online sellers, non-VAT pa rin naman nila. So, as a non-VAT entity, you have two options, no, for tax type or tax rate, no. So yung income tax rate, I'm talking about income tax. Income tax rate, it's either you pay 8% income tax rate, which is yung bagong train law, and then you don't pay percentage but you still file again 0, no. So that is 8%, or you go with the graduated income tax table. So basically, graduated siya kasi para siyang table, Excel table, alam mo yun, na parang gradually umaakyat yung percentage na dapat mong bayaran sa BIR. So dun sa graduated income tax rate table, basically based on your taxable income yon, na parang titignan mo dun sa table magkano yung percentage na babayaran mo. So yun, kailangan mo pa rin, and then you pay 3%. May feedback ata. May 3% na percentage tax on top of the income. So, kailangan mo pa rin talaga mag-register at kailangan mo pa rin magbayad ng tax.
Okay. Then, ayan po. Ano po ang cons ng BIMBI? BMBE.
Ayan, si BIMBI.
Si BIMBI talaga.
Yeah. Ang cons niya, number one, di ba nabanggit ni Ginger, 8% tax. Hindi pwede yun pag BMBE ka. Pag BMBE ka, you are itemized, graduated itemized. Nag-ipon ka ng resibo. Okay, so yun yung mangyayari dyan. Kasi nire-report mo bawat income and expense mo. Yung income tax mo will still be 0, but kailangan mo pa rin i-report natin yun. Okay, so that's BMBE. I think yun lang naman, I think it's the biggest one. Aside from, of course, may extra steps that you have to go through when you register.
Ayan. If online seller po, selling on Lazada, Shopee, and Facebook, okay kung sole proprietor or pwedeng under professional lang po?
Well, if you have your own goods or services, kailangan talaga, sole prop. Lalo na pag goods, no? Nagbebenta ka ng goods.
Yeah.
Ang sinasabi namin kanina na professional is if you're just reselling some goods or basically some goods. No? Ganun.
Basically, kunyari, yung parang concept ng dropshipping. So the inventory is not with you, it's with the supplier. So basically, all you're doing is you're selling, you're marketing. So you can argue that that's the professional service that we provide. Kasi you're sort of earning from the commission, etc. Pwede mong ilaban yun na professional siya.
Yes.
But otherwise, if you're selling goods, normally you will always be categorized back as sold.
Okay. So,
Back to baka yung isang account, baka pwede natin siyang
Nakamute siya dito.
Nakamute siya.
Nakamute siya here.
Oh, okay.
Yes, nakamute siya.
ayan.
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Ay,
Ayan.
okay lang, sige, okay lang.
Meron pa rin.
Bumabother si Ginger. Pero
Ay,
okay lang
sige,
siya.
may feedback.
May feedback.
Yeah, parang nga po, parang may feedback. Hindi na daw nila maintindihan. Okay, ulit. De joke.
Or baka may phone.
Oo. Nakamute naman dito.
Wait. Check ko po yung sa akin. Wait lang.
Sige lang.
Sure.
Wala naman po. Nakapatay na po yung phone ko eh. Yan.
Hello? Ay, meron pa
Ayan.
rin. Yeah.
Okay?
There. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else? Meron pa.
Ayan.
Ayan, sige yan. Okay. Ang challenge lang is hindi kasi, tapos mag-issue kami resibo, hindi naman tanggapin ng buyer. Is that deductible? Yes, you can report refund. So, when you report your taxes, parang babawiin mo siya na yung binayad ko dati, pero na-return. So, babawas mo yun sa reports mo. Pwede naman yun.
Kasi po ako nun, di ba? Kasi nasa corporate account din yon dati ko pong Lazada. So, halimbawa po na-return sa amin. Tapos nag-issue kami ng resibo. So, paano po yun? Ka-cancel lang namin. Tapos, sayang yung resibo.
Sayang yung resibo, pero masayang yung binayad mo. Cancel mo na.
True. Yun.
Yes.
Kaya, wala. Ayun po.
Kasi alam mo, maswerte kayo yung pinambayan, yung BIR auditor, kayo nag-order, tapos wala kayong OR. I believe the minimum penalty charge pag walang OR is 50,000 pesos. 50. So I think okay lang mag-issue ng isang resibo for, I mean, it's not worth
Bakit? Sorry po sabi kasi nila nagpi-feedback.
Or baka ganito, Trixie, try natin na
we'll call back.
Mag-mute. Baka mag-mute ka while we're talking to the
okay. Sige po.
Ayan. Hello? Better, no? Better. Walang feedback. Can you still hear me?
Okay. Mute na. Okay po.
Yes. Ayan. Sige, we'll go through the other questions, Patrix. Ayan, sige, mixed income earner po ako before, may regular job po ako, and at the same time, a life insurance agent. Okay, nag-resign na po ako sa regular job ko, life insurance agent and Lazada seller ang source of income ko. Should I update my tax po ba? So, if you haven't really registered, no, kasi mixed income earner ka before because you have life insurance. Okay, so wala ka ng employment right now. So, but you have Lazada. Did you register? Did you tell them na may Lazada seller, Lazada shop ka po ba? Kasi pag ganon, maybe kasi ang mangyayari dito, kasi the two things that you're doing right now, like life insurance and Lazada, are like totally separate or different things. So baka ang mangyayari dito is one COR will be for life insurance and then the branch will be for your online selling. But both of them, since sole prop, no, it will be under 110. So yung parang binanggit ni EJ kanina, yung dulo will be 000, tapos yung Lazada selling mo 001, ganon. Because medyo iba siya. But for those kasi na kunwari may ginagawa kang, let's say, marketing services, tapos medyo malapit, or let's say, content writing, sometimes ang ginagawa na lang ng BIR is that pareho na lang nila nilalagay yung industry type in one COR. Pero in this case, baka sasabihin nila na mag-open ka ng ibang branch for that. So,
and maybe just to add to that, no, ang pagiging mixed income is not a registration thing. You always just register the business or the sideline that you want, okay? You indicate that you're mixed income when you pay your income tax. So it applies for the year only. Okay? Yes. So kung last year you were mixed income, when you file your income tax, you indicate mixed income. Pero kung this year, wala ka ng employment, hindi ka na mixed income. And you don't have to update anything. It's just a box that you tick when you file your income tax.
Yes.
So in TAXUMO, having said that, the computations do differ if you're mixed income or if you're not, no? Yeah. Especially if you're using the 8% income tax rate. So in TAXUMO, you just set that once and then siya na yung bahalang mag-compute actually for you.
Yes. Sige, we'll go through the questions habang I think naglo-load pa si Trixie, no? But the other one, ayan, sige, sorry, kakapasok ko lang po. What taxes do you have to pay if you're a non-licensed professional? Do you have to register as VAT if it exceeds 3 million or something? If it exceeds 3 million, yes, VAT ka na po talaga. Pag ganon. So the taxes that you pay are VAT, usually po. So VAT, income tax, your yearly registration fee with a BIR. Sometimes they will add some things like expanded withholding, no? If you're like paying rent, no? But normally, yung mga usual naman walang withheld taxes. So yun po, Mark, Sir Mark.
Oo. So, FYI, determining whether you are VAT or non-VAT when you register is usually based on the mood of the officer of the day you're registering with, no? If you think that hindi ka naman naabot ng 3M, make sure you tell them so that they will assign you percentage tax lang to. Why? Because VAT, there's a lot more work involved in VAT. It's a lot easier to go with percentage. Now, let's say in 1 year, kunyari, let's say, ano ba ngayon? June, biglang umabot ka na ng 3M. Wow, good problem, di ba? Kung umabot ka na ng 3M, that means kailangan mo na mag-upgrade to VAT.
Yes.
Immediately.
And that means you have to surrender all of your receipts again kahit na hindi mo pa siya nagagamit lahat, all of your books. So, papalitan ulit natin. So, if you already know, honest to goodness know, na parang abot ka ng 3M, mas less hassle actually, sabihin mo na talagang VAT ka. So, yun, no? It really depends on anong feeling mo kikitain mo for that year, no? When you start, basically. Is it true po ba na kapag kumuha ng DTI, need na din ng BIR po? Well, ganito, these are two separate entities, no? DTI is really to reserve a name. So the same is true with SEC, no? You're reserving the name of the company for a corporation. For SEC, for DTI, you're reserving the name for your business. So, not necessarily, no, na parang kunwari gusto mo lang reserve yung name in the future na gagamitin mo siya, then you get DTI. Pero, the thing is, if you don't register right away, kunwari may DTI, may penalties yon. Na parang pag hindi mo na-register sa BIR within 30 days, may penalty ka kaagad. So, normally, that goes hand in hand, no? Lagi, pag kumuha ka ng DTI, dapat kumuha ka na rin ng BIR at saka mayor's permit. Ganon. Kaya sabay-sabay ginagawa yan. Because of that, may mga penalties pag dinelay.
Yes. So, okay. The only time that penalties will be imposed by the BIR is when you register with the BIR. Okay.
Yes.
And when I say register with the BIR, kasi kunyari, register ka sa BIR, pinakita mo yung DTI certificate mo, 2 years old na. Yun, may penalty na yun.
Yes.
Kasi para sabihin nila, that means you started your business 2 years ago.
Yes, yun eh.
Yun, no? So yun yung ano nun. So, ngayon, if let's say may DTI ka, tapos naisip mo, ay, sige, hindi ko na lang tutuloy. Wala naman yun. Mag-expire lang yun mag-isa.
After 5 years, wala nang saysay yung DTI permit na kinuha nyo po. Kaya okay lang. We'll start an online store po sana. Kaso magkakasama kami ng friends ko. Maliit pa na investment. Do you suggest partnership agad or sole prop na muna? Pag pati may DTI na, doon pa lang pwede pumasok for BMBE. So ganito, no? Parang, siguro in your case, what you can do, ganito kasing ginagawa ng ibang clients namin na one of them registers as a sole prop and then meron silang side agreement, no? Magpa-partners if wala pa kayong capability really to comply with corporation or to open a corporation, no? So, pero para malinis, sometimes naman, we can't really say kasi I don't know the dynamics kasi kung paano kayo, how it is with your partners, no? Some naman, they really opt na kaagad mag-corporation because para basically maliwanag lahat, everything is documented, no? So it really is up to you. Kung gusto mo like mag-sole prop muna and then lahat naman kayo nag-agree, it's okay, and then may side agreement kayo, everything on paper, yung usapan ninyo. So you can do that. For BMBE, kailangan kompleto eh. I believe, based on yung mga experience namin, kompleto na may LGU, may BIR, COR before they apply for BMBE. Kasi parang I think check nila yung completeness also of the documents before applying for that. Pwede ba multiple DTI sa iisang store?
Isang tao.
Ang alam ko hindi eh. Isa lang talaga eh. Like, isang tao, you have like 1 DTI permit for that. Parang ganon. Kasi dapat nga parang sort of, sunod-sunod yan. After DTI, you go with your mayor's permit, and then with BIR now, no, parang sabay-sabay siya. Yun. By the way, yung mga documents na sinabi ni EJ kanina, even the address, no, and the DTI name, if you're gonna submit DTI name, dapat pare-pareho yon sa lahat ng documents mo, no. So, the address is very important. Kung ano yung address na nilagay mo sa DTI, yun din dapat yung address na i-apply mo sa BIR at sa mayor's permit. So, ayaw nila yung, pangalan ng asawa ko, or parang sa mommy ko yung DTI permit, and then ako yung mag-apply. So, they don't approve of that, no? So it's usually very consistent across all of the requirements. So paano po kung freelancer ka pero below 20K yung income? Paano po yung tax requirements po kasi ng ITR sa bank kapag kukuha ng credit card? So pag below, kailangan talaga magbayad ka. Even if it's below 20K, you have to declare zero. Yung parang sinabi namin kanina na being exempted doesn't mean you don't file. You have to file, but you file zero tax dues. So, kailangan pa rin, meron kang ITR. That's why nire-require pa rin yun for credit card. So, yun, ganun po siya. I see. So, dapat sabay-sabay. I hope lahat may knowledge regarding that. I have friends posted na may DTI na sila. Not sure if may BIR na sila. Worried lang din ako, baka magka-penalty. So I will share this. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Dapat bayaran ka ng friends mo. Niisip mo sila.
Multiple stores. Like I have Lazada store, Shopee store, and online store. Yes, oo, kasi that's all online selling naman. DTI tuloy. BIR doesn't look at saan po kayo nagbebenta. Ang tinitignan lang nila, ikaw, anong ginagawa mo? As a person, anong ginagawa mo? Kung nagbebenta ka, okay. Sige, yun yung profession mo, or yun yung business mo. Ganun. So, regardless of the platform.
So, normally, actually, ito yung kinaganda sa online selling also. Buhay ka na dun sa isang registration mo. Pero kunyari, meron kang sa isang branch ng SM Makati, kailangan meron ka dung registration. Tapos, pag pumunta ka sa SM Manila, SM Santa Mesa, kailangan may ibang registration yon.
The reason why is, I guess, also because municipal permit as well is different then. So parang the COR is also different because it's a branch already.
Oo. Pero kung online, buhay ka na isa.
Yes. Siguro we'll get the last 2 questions, no? So, last year, August pa yung DTI ko, means laki na ng penalty ko. I think right now naman, yun nga maganda, no? Because with BIR, until July 31, wala kang penalty. So, ngayon na natin dapat itakbo yan, Sir Dennis. Kasi yun yung kagandahan, yun yung RMC. Actually, that was the highlight of the RMC na na-drain. Parang hindi na nila narinig, kasi ang narinig lang nila registration, hindi na nila narinig yung penalties. So, this is the perfect time to register, actually. Wala kang penalty. Yan.
Parang planted yung question na yun, I love it.
Okay, next. Siguro last question, and then we'll go through what TAXUMO is, no? Okay, there. So last question. So what if may Lazada at Shopee ako but different name? Separate DTI at BIR po ba? Again, yun naman, parang yung name kasi sa resibo mo, that's what you call the trade name, no? So the trade name is basically yung binibigay ni DTI. So that one, it's different from what you're saying na brand mo, no? So that brand, you can actually apply that sa IPO naman, Intellectual Property Office, if you want to keep that brand. So yung trade name is very different from the brand. Okay, like kunwari Manila Workshops, iba siya sa DTI name ko na GPA, Events Management Services, ganyan. So yung brand ng Manila Workshops or yung brand ng shop mo, yun yung kailangan mong i-IPO if gusto mo siyang sa'yo lang, parang ganun.
So also just to clarify, no, yung Lazada at Shopee, I believe when you set up your Lazada store, what happens is that iba pa yung business behind the store. Diba? So may pangalan yung store mo, tapos iba yung business. Kaya some people, may pangalan yung store nila, pero the business behind it is yung online micro-co-op. Parang ganon.
Yes.
So parang ganon siya, no? the name of the store doesn't really matter. What matters is like the business name, the OR that you provide. Yung sinasabi ni Ginger, if you want na walang ibang gagaya ng name mo, then register mo sa IPO yon. Okay? So that kung may gumaya, pwede mo silang demanda. So yun lang yung yun yung purpose nun. Pero hindi siya required.
Yes.
Okay? Yan, yung offer
Okay, yung
999
offer, that is for a processing fee for business registration. So, iba po yung tax subscription po namin. So, maybe what we can do is I'll take you through like what TAXUMO does very quickly lang. Okay, so I'll just share my screen. There, no? So, this is TAXUMO, no? For those who are interested naman in tax filing, kasi after you register, obviously you need to comply on a continuous basis, meaning you have to file the taxes, no? That is indicated in your COR or Certificate of Registration. So, how it works is super simple, no? Ang gagawin nyo lang, pag in-access nyo yung site namin, it's a web, parang ma-access mo siya using a web browser, meaning Google, no, meaning Internet Explorer, yan yung mga browsers, Safari. So ta-type nyo lang https taxumo.com, diba? So, and then when you go to our site, it's basically a website, no? Ang maganda, even if you're using your mobile phone, it adjusts to the size of your mobile phone. So even if you're on the go, you can actually file and pay your taxes. No? So next is you just enter your income and expense. So basically, yung mga kita ninyo, ilalagay nyo. Yung mga expenses ninyo, ilalagay nyo rin. And then, the system automatically computes already for your tax dues. Hindi nyo na kailangan matuto ng accounting, hindi nyo na kailangan matutong mag-compute ng, ilang percent po ba to nito, di ba? Yung mga ganon. So, hindi na kailangan because, as you can see, no, may tax card dyan. That tax card shows the tax dues that you need to pay. Okay? So, very simple. You don't need to know how to compute. And then, auto-filled na rin yung forms. So yung mga nagtatanong na, paano ba to? Paano ba i-fill out yung EBIR forms, di ba? You don't need to fill out also the EBIR forms. Kasi from here, pag nag-click kayo ng submit, it automatically sends the data to BIR already. So no need to use EBIR forms already. So ito na yung ginagamit nyo talaga for all of your taxes, no? And then, you can also pay, kunwari may tax dues kayo, you can pay via different types of payment channel na available sa system namin. So you have GrabPay, you have PayMaya, you have PayPal, you have online banking, lahat ng bangko nandyan po via DragonPay. I'm sure familiar naman yung ibang online sellers dito about DragonPay, no? Meron din kaming over-the-counter. Kung gusto nyo bayarin yung taxes nyo over-the-counter, pwede rin po. Meron kaming 7-Eleven, Cebuano Luwilier, Robinsons, sinabi ko nata yan, 7-Eleven, ayan. So yan, pwede nyo nang bayaran through those channels. And then, dun sa mga nagtatanong, paano pala yung books of accounts? Di ba may manual books of accounts na binibigay ang BIR sa inyo? Don't worry, hindi nyo na rin kailangan matuto nun. Ang gagawin nyo lang po, kokopyahin nyo na lang yung report na generate ng system namin. Mapapansin niyo pag nakikita nyo dito sa screen ko, no, it's already formatted into columns. Di ba binibigyan po tayong columnar book na may tatak ng BIR? So, per column, kokopyahin na lang po natin kung anong nakalagay dito sa report ng TAXUMO for books of accounts. So, hindi nyo na kailangan matuto para maglagay sa books. And then, meron din kaming tinatawag na machine learning. For example, this year, naglagay ako ng mga income and expenses ko. Sa mga nagtatanong na ano ba talaga dapat, 8% ba ako? Dapat ba graduated yung income tax rate ko? Well, si TAXUMO, by next year, magre-recommend na sa iyo yan. Sasabihin ng system sa iyo na based on yung mga pinasok ninyo, I highly recommend this. Ito yung gamitin mo or ito. Kasi yung tax rate natin, mababago lang yan. You can only choose that tax rate at the beginning of the year when hindi ka pa nagbabayad ng any tax for that particular year. So ganun po nag-work ang pagpili ng income tax rate or tax rate. And then, if kailangan nyo po ng CPA, meron din po kami yan. Meron din kami CPA. So, sa mga, Yan. So sa mga may CPA already, meron kaming delegates access that is shown in the screen, no? Meron dyan delegate, so you can give access to your TAXUMO account sa bookkeepers nyo or sa CPAs ninyo. And then meron din kaming accountants that you can choose from pag gusto nyo. Okay, so meron na kaming parang vetted accountants na ginagamit usually ng mga clients namin. And kung may questions pa kayo after this call, no, we have a dedicated customer service, a team who will address all of your tax questions about TAXUMO, no, how to use TAXUMO. Pero pagdating sa mga CPA questions naman, you will have to use, wala pala dito. You will have to secure yung TAXUMO consult namin, itong mga CPAs namin. So, that one naman, if gusto niyo magpa-consult talaga sa CPA, that is only at 1,000 pesos for already 45 minutes, no? So, sulat niyo na lahat ng mga tanong ninyo, and then you can ask questions already sa CPA at that particular parang meeting ninyo ng CPAs namin. So there you have it. We also have other services like SSS contributions online and pag-ibig contributions. Wala lang PhilHealth. And then for registration, no, right now kasi since it's very manual, we only have processors sa Metro Manila, not Pampanga. This is Tarlac. South Luzon, meaning Laguna, Cavite, and Batangas. Doon pa lang kami may services, no, professional services for business registration. Pero yung system, this is nationwide po. Kahit po nasa Cebu or nasa Qatar, nasa Saudi, ang business owner, pwede po siya magbayad ng tax niya using TAXUMO. And then these are our rates, no? So normally, pag micro business kayo at non-VAT, you are either 888 or 1888 per month. Pero kung VAT po kayo, nasa 2888 per month na po. Pero meron kaming surprise, no? I think napakita naman to ni EJ. But meron kaming surprise if you wanna subscribe dahil nanood po kayo ng aming webinar today. We will give you this one. So we will give you 10% of any of these plans available online. Just use the code SMARTMOMPRENEUR. And then this is, sa mga nagtatanong kung forever po to. Yes, forever po to. May forever pagdating sa TAXUMO. So 10% off forever.
Wow! Wow, thank you. Wow, grabe. 10% yan. It's still 10%, guys. Grabe kayo. 10% to. Kaya, go.
So there. So if may questions pa sila after this, I think that's the last naman, no? Just feel free to chat with us dun sa aming website. May maliit na chat button at the lower right side of the screen. If you need, meron din kami free onboarding session. Every day, meron kami free onboarding session. So, they will take you, akin kasi nakabang nagulat niya pag usapan natin ay yung demo sa dito. Pero free onboarding session, they will really take you through the entire thing. Ito po yung button, sa ganito, dito po yung titignan, so gano'n. So, avail of that. I will also share that link to that. Oh.
So again, yeah, thank you so much for inviting us, and I hope we're able to help you.
Yes. Ayun, humina na naman yung mic. Ako yata talaga yung salarin. Parang ayaw na nila ako. I mean, sobrang thank you po, and I think medyo nalinawan naman kami. And yun nga po siguro ang mali lang is na out of context yung yung nilabas na articles. Kasi tayo, ang nakita agad nga namin, kailangan mag-register. Diba? Tapos, wala na, hindi na binasa or hindi na naintindihan yung iba. So, thank you po sa pag-explain. Nalinawan na po kami doon. So,
thank you so much for inviting us. And we'll send the link. Don't worry sa mga nag-aako ng saan po yung subscription plans and all of those. No, we will share.
Yes, ayun. So guys, and if you have questions, ayun nga, just search sa Google or TAXUMO.
Yes.
Yan, nandun naman sila. Madali lang mahanap si TAXUMO. Yan. And yan, sobrang ganda. Sabi ko nga hindi ko naman ipapakilala sa inyo si TAXUMO kung hindi sila maganda or okay. Na-experience ko yan sarili ko, kaya I know you will be in good hands kapag nag-register kayo. Hassle-free talaga. I mean, hindi nila binabayaran for this promotion, pero I mean, they will really help you. Madali lang talaga gamitin. So, yan. Ayan, nag-register na daw. Okay. Gamitin na ang ating promo code. So, yan. Ayan. Yan. Thank you po ulit, Sir EJ and Miss Ginger. Next time po ulit.
And it's always good to talk about these things kasi yun nga I think people are just afraid because they don't understand. Pero hopefully
yes,
able to remove some of that fear kahit pa paano.
Yes. And forever grateful po kami itong araw na to at talaga naiintindihan namin yan. Ayun. So, hindi ko na po kayo i-hold ng matagal kasi alam ko may next speaking engagement pa kayo. Kaya, yun po. So, thank you po.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. Ayan, guys. So, di ba, ang galing, no? I've been using TAXUMO for 2 years now, and I can say na sobrang pinadali talaga nila yung buhay ko. From tax filing to business registration. Hindi ko na kailangan pumila. Alam mo yun, yung makidigma sa City Hall for mayor's permit and all. Sila na lahat gagawa niyan. Pambayad na lang yung problema nyo. Parang, yun na lang yung kailangan. Talaga yung pambayad and all. And then for the monthly subscription, tingnan nyo, di ba, may 10% tayo and that's still 10%. Ang laki pa ring help noon. So, again, gamitin nyo lang lagi yung code na binigay nila sa Smart Mompreneur to get 10% discount dun sa subscription. And, ayun nga, pag nag-subscribe kayo, you just need to enter all your expenses, all your mga receipts and all. Tapos, automatic na yun, sila na yung magka-calculate nun para sa inyo. Tapos, may kita mo na kung ano yung expected tax na babayaran mo. So, parang halimbawa, nalalakihan ka pa. So, mag-add ka lang uli ng expenses para mapaliit mo yung babayaran mong tax. So, ganun lang. Ang dali lang din makita. So, wag tayo matakot sa tax and all. Kasi, nagnenegosyo tayo and it's our duty talaga na magbayad what is due, diba? So, ayan, may mga legal naman na way para mapababa yun. So, yan. Tsaka, kayang-kaya niyo yan. Million yung kinikita nyo. Kaya nyo rin bayaran yung tax. So, yun. So, I hope marami kayong natutunan today. But before we end this session, gusto ko lang mag-thank you dun sa mga nag-participate dun sa ating 1 million question. No, thank you sa mga nagpadala ng comments. And sa totoo lang, sobrang na-inspire din ako sa mga comments nyo kung anong gagawin nyo sa 1 million kung magkakaroon kayo. And I really pray sa ating lahat na one day, matupad natin yung magkaroon tayo ng 1 million. And I really pray na yung mga sinulat nyo doon talaga namang tutuparin nyo. Hindi yung nag-comment lang kayo na just to have the prize. And because of that, I will announce na kung sino yung winner. No? Actually, ang dikit yung laban eh. But at the end of, bago ako ngayon lang, na-break yung, yung heart reaction. So, ang winner natin is si Sir Ferdinand Caryaga Aquino. Yon. Galing. Ang ganda din kasi talaga ng sinabi niya. Sabi niya, in this time of crisis, mainam na bigyan muna natin ng trabaho ang mga displaced workers na lubhang naapektuhan ng pandemic na to. Sa 1 million, bibili ako ng mga gulay, prutas, livestock sa mga probinsya, then kukuha ng mga resellers at kokontratahin mga errand riders, tricycle drivers para mag-deliver sa mga customers. Imagine ilang daang pamilya kaya ang buhay ng program ito. Mga farmers, displaced workers, mga riders at customers na takot lumabas para mamili. So, 'di ba? Parang binigyan niya lahat ng trabaho dun sa 1 million niya. And I think nung ECQ, yan yung parang sabi ko nga kulang na ginawa ng government, yung nabulok lang yung mga vegetables sa Benguet, 'di ba? Sana yun na lang yung pinamigay na sa mga families, mas masustansya pa kaysa sa delata, 'di ba? So yun, so Sir Ferdinand, mag-message ako sa iyo, then you can choose your your price. Yan. So, but I think may mga may mga generous tayong nagbigay ng prices. So they want dun sa mga consolation, kung may consolation daw tayo. So I guess ibibigay ko na lang yun dun sa sa mga runner-up na na nagbigay din ng comments. So i-message ko na lang kayo regarding your prices. And again, thank you for always supporting our group, yung engagement nyo with the group. Sobrang na-appreciate ko po yun. And I really pray na makapagbigay pa ako sa inyo ng mga mas magagandang content sa mga darating na araw. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, any content, or any topics na gusto nyong i-discuss natin sa tuwing Saturday, you can message me and let's see if I can find someone who can help us discuss those topics, no? Kasi I really believe na mas marami tayong matutulungan kapag ganito may live sessions tayo. So, yun. So, next Saturday, we will have another session and i-announce ko na lang kung sino yung ating special guest. But I am sure matutuwa kayo kasi it's about e-commerce again, how you can increase your sales and paano tayo patuloy na babawi ngayong pandemic. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching and ingat kayo lagi. And again, tomorrow is a Sunday. It's Sabbath day. You need to rest. Focus on your family naman. 'Di ba? We've been working so hard the past days. So, yeah. We deserve a rest din naman. And, yeah. Don't forget to, of course, have a good time with the Lord. Then he really deserves a praise kasi imagine, 'di ba, we've been surviving 3 months, 'di ba? Marami tayong struggles pero nakakaya talaga natin and it's all because of him. So, yun. Thank you again. Thank you so much guys for watching and see you again on Saturday. Thank you. Bye.